Hello. Welcome to Bitbrothers and Crypto Ativos. I am Casquinha Crypto, and today we have one more video on the series of Sovryn. All about Sovryn, the better DeFi on Bitcoins. We are building decentralized finance on Bitcoins with no central authority, where you will always be in control of your keys. Don't we love Bitcoins in the decentralized world? Yes, we do. And today, remember that we are talking about the three sub protocols that Sovryn have here. And remember, in Sovryn, you can borrow, you can lend, and can merge in trading everything with using Bitcoins here on Sovryn. Origins, which is the platform, the launchpad platform. Zero, where you can borrow, lending everything with zero interest. And today we're going to talk about MYNT, the unstoppable decentralized Bitcoin backed stablecoins aggregator, the best of multiple Bitcoins backed stablecoins in one censorship resistant ultra stablecoin you can rely on. If you didn't check my zero video, please go to the other video, and I explain everything there on the zero as well. I read everything on the site. It's really amazing. Okay, so carry on here. Stable coins aren't stable as you think. Stable coins are important, so you can transact, trade, and invest using money at value that's familiar in the real world. But many stablecoins rely on central intermediaries and are backed by collateral that is inferior to BTC. This compromises the stability and predictability of the coins. So this compromise and the stability and predictability of the coins. A truly decentralized alternative is needed. This need is only becoming more urgent as regulatory actions are increasingly threatening existing stable coins. Introducing MYNT. Bitstable is an aggregated stablecoin for USDC pegged BTC backed stablecoins. Your benefits compared to other stablecoins: enhance stability, manage risk by combining the best features of multiple different models for generating a stablecoin backed by BTC, enhance liquidity in stablecoins marked by enabling liquidity providers and liquidity mining protocols to concentrate the effort on only one BTC backed stablecoin instead of multiples such as stablecoins. The strongest stablecoins will be the one that is backed by Bitcoin. These worst case scenario are impossible on Sovryn. Government crackdown lending to loss of funds. Your address get blacklisted because of suspicious activity. A regulator decides to issue your stablecoin via custodian and sized funds. Your funds get suddenly locked and you can't move them into your KYC. These are the strongest stablecoins, will be the one that's backed by Bitcoins. So these things will not happen in Sovryn, all right? Using MYNT, decentralized stablecoins, game over. Game over. For the old system, the roots problem with conventional currency is all the trust that requires to make it work. The central bank must be trusted not to disable the currency, but the history of fiat currency is full of breach of that trust. This was said by Satoshi Nakamoto. Sovryn mission. Sovryn Core's mission is to continue Satoshi's mission to establish new territories of freedom by building trustless economic tools and own Bitcoins. Central to accomplishing this mission is to remove the need for intermediaries of the constraints that they impose. We start with DeFi, but the possibilities are endless on Bitcoin. I believe in this a lot, actually. The possibilities are endless own Bitcoins. And I say this because everyone who believes decentralized and believes on Bitcoins understands the need for DeFi to happen, understand the need to be decentralized. So of course, in the end, the possibilities are endless on Bitcoins, all right? As long as people are willing to do so. So what is the MYNT token and what does it do? Sovryn MYNT is an aggregator protocol for BTC-backed stablecoins. MYNT will be initially used only for Sovryn MYNT treasure governance. How does MYNT work? Sovryn MYNT will be the protocol that mints the sovereign Bitcoin stablecoins. The contract will aggregate different methods of creating BTC-backed stability. Various Bitcoin-backed stablecoins will be deposited and held by the contracts, which will mint the aggregated stablecoins. These stablecoins will also be redeemable for the Bitcoin stablecoin held in the MYNT pool or Bitcoin. What Bitcoin-backed stablecoin will MYNT be aggregating? The first BTC stability protocol that will feed into the Sovryn MYNT are money on chain, MOC, through the DOC token and Zero through the ZUSD token. We talk about this, the Zero back on the other video. Scheduled for launch later this month, okay? How will MYNT be governed? The Sovryn MYNT protocol will initially be governed by the Sov Bitocracy, while the Sovryn MYNT treasure will be governed by the MYNT Bitocracy. What problem does MYNT solve? There are many problems facing existing stablecoins. Many stablecoins today rely on central intermediaries, or somebody in between, which brings a whole host of issues. Government crackdown lending to loss of funds. User address get blacklisted because of suspicious activities. So these are many things that will be there are many problems facing existing stablecoins today, and what problems does MYNT will solve? So this is the kind of thing that the MYNT will solve. The SEC decides to sue Tether and seized funds. User funds get locked without notice. Many are backed by collateral that is inferior to BTC. Instability, shallow liquidity. This issue compromise the stability, trust, and predictability of the coin. Sometimes the word so guys, this is a new world, let's say is a new era for the people who trust and believe in Bitcoins. I strongly believe in Bitcoins, and I believe that Bitcoins will serve its purpose, which is to be the currency of the world. Of course, there is so many different protocols and so many different coins and so much amazing projects, but still I believe that Bitcoins, by being the first and the original, let's say, cryptocurrency, is the coins that is from zero, and now nation being adopted Bitcoin as the legal tender. It's a huge step for the cryptocurrency and the world. So I believe we have what we have done in 10, 12, 13 years that Bitcoin has been there. Imagine on the next 10, 12, and 13 years. Sovryn, it's I believe the first starting doing smart contract and everything on Bitcoins. So now not only will have Bitcoins as a store of value, but it will be able to use your Bitcoins to lend, to borrow, to measure trading, to do things with your Bitcoins. Not only leave your Bitcoins there as a store of value, you will actually be able to use your Bitcoins to earn more money. That's amazing. That's what was missing, and I think within Sovryn we are finding those, right? So I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you on the next video. I am Casquinha Crypto. Remember, smash the like button and leave your like and of course your comments.